Hi, and welcome to OwnerRez. In this video, we'll go over how to set change restrictions, booking windows, and forced gaps inside of OwnerRez. To get started, select Properties on the bottom far left of your menu bar. Select the property you would like to edit, and then select Rules. Next, to make changes, click the pencil icon over the Stay Restrictions area. Here is where you can easily configure the changeover gaps for this property. Currently, we have this set to no restriction, which means any amount of gap time is allowed and you do not require a gap between bookings. If you'd like to require a gap between bookings to prepare for cleaning and other services, click Require Gap Between Bookings Of and set the number of nights here. To disallow gaps, select Disallow Gaps of Exactly and enter your number here. And if you'd like to disallow specific gap times, then you can disallow any gaps that have a length between and set the minimum and maximum nights here. Let's say, for example, we want to disallow gaps of exactly one night. To do this, select Disallow Gaps of Exactly and enter the number 1 here. Next, select Save. This will make it so no one-night gaps are allowed when a guest tries to book. Now let's go and view this change on our OwnerRez hosted website. Select Settings, scroll down to My Website and select Hosted Websites. Select the test link, and then from here select Properties. Select the property we'd like to test. And now as a test, let's try to book this property for February 16th through the 24th. Right away, we'll be given a message that says, this property doesn't allow bookings that would create a gap of one night. If we go back and we change the departure day to the 23rd, we'll see that the message has gone away and we've been given a quote since we've met the changeover restriction requirements. Now, let's say you'd like to configure a booking window for this property, which allows you to control how far ahead of time bookings are required or allowed to be made. To do this, let's go back to OwnerRez. To configure the booking window for your property, click Properties on the bottom far left of your menu bar. Select the property you'd like to edit, and then like before, select Rules. Now, to make changes, select the pencil icon over the General section. Here under Booking Window is where you can set the lead time and max availability for this property. First, for lead time, you can choose between Allow Same-Day Bookings and set the time the guest must book by, or Require Arrival of at least and set the amount of days here. Secondly, you can set the max availability for this property here. Currently, this is set to 365 days, making it where guests will not be able to book your property more than a year in advance. You can also choose whether or not you would allow a departure outside of the booking window as long as the arrival date is within the set time, or if you'd like to disallow departures after your set window. Let's say you would like to only allow bookings within a 6-month period. Simply change the 365 to 180 and then click Save. This creates a rolling 6-month calendar, meaning anything after 180 days from the current date will remain blocked. Now let's go and view this change on our OwnerRez hosted website. Like before, select Settings, Hosted Websites, and then select the test link. Now select Properties and the property you would like to test. Now, if we try to book this property, you can see that everything 6 months out from the current date will remain blocked, and a guest will not be able to book during this period of time. You can also set the booking window for each specific channel, and to do this, let's go back to OwnerRez. To change the booking window for a specific channel, click Settings on the bottom far left of your menu bar. Select Channel Integrations underneath Channel Management. Select the channel you'd like to configure, and then click Change at the top. Next, scroll down to Booking Window and Duration, and here you can see where to configure the booking window for your Airbnb account. First, for lead time, you can choose to either use the property default, which is what we just set up, or choose to override the individual property settings and create a unique lead time for this channel. You can do this by choosing to allow same-day bookings and selecting a time from the drop-down list, or by choosing Require Arrival of at least and typing in the number of days that you require. From here, you can also check Allow Request to Book for shorter notice if you'd like to allow booking requests from this channel that do not meet your lead time requirements. Next, under Max Availability, you can configure the maximum number of days out a guest could book your property on this channel, and whether or not you would like to allow booking requests that exceed this amount by checking the box here. Lastly, if you have a unique situation, you can always create a special quote that will overwrite the rules that you have set at the channel and property level. To do this, select Quotes on your left menu bar, click Create Quote, and now from here, we'll choose the property, and then we'll choose dates that are 6 months out. For this example, we'll select September 14th through the 17th. And right away, we'll be presented with a message that says, this property allows a maximum arrival date of at least 180 days into the future. To override this rule, just select Create Quote, Save, and you'll be given one more message above. If you'd like to override these rules, just select Save one more time. Now we see that the new quote has successfully been created, even though it goes against the rules that we have set. Any of the change restriction, booking window, and gap rules that you set in the property settings will automatically update on your hosted website and any of your API connected channels such as Airbnb and Vrbo. For more information on rules, please visit us at OwnerRez.com/support. Thanks for choosing OwnerRez.